All right, welcome back. This is Dalton's law of partial pressure, the last lesson of our gas unit here. John Dalton, remember he did a lot of studies on the atom, the molecules, and the atomic theory. And so partial pressure, partial means it's a part of something, right? Pressure is a unit in our gas unit, which the SI unit for pressure is atmosphere, ATM, and then you have torr, you have millimeter of Hg, and you have kPa, kilopascal. And so we're familiar with those pressure units. And so this lesson here is pretty easy. The total pressure of a mixture of gases occupying a given volume is equal to the sum of the pressures of each gas considered separately at constant temperature. So all that's saying is if you have three gases, the pressure of gas number 1, the pressure of gas number 2, and the pressure of gas number 3, whichever gas it is equal to total pressure, P total. So it's pretty straightforward, right? You have the pressure of two gases, and then you have the total pressure. You can subtract it. For example, if pressure 1 is 2 atm, pressure 2 is 4 atm, and we don't know pressure 3, but they gave us the total pressure is 12 atm, for example. What's the pressure of gas number 3? So 12, take away 4, take away 2, this should be 6 atm for pressure number 3. So it needs to add up to the total. All right. So moving into this lesson here, a vessel contains a mixture of helium, argon, and oxygen. So how do I get the total pressure for that? The way we write it is like the pressure of helium plus the pressure of argon plus the pressure of O2 equals total pressure. That is the expression that they're asking for. How do I find the total pressure? Basically, they didn't give us any number, so we're just using variables, because the variables are P of helium, pressure of argon, pressure of oxygen, and pressure total. So the one thing you need to focus here is that all the pressure has to be in the same unit. If pressure is in atm, all of them needs to be in atm. If pressure is in millimeter of mercury, they all need to be millimeter of mercury. So they all have to be the same unit. Okay, keeping that in mind, let's go to number 2. A mixture of gases contain nitrogen and oxygen. So we know we have pressure of nitrogen, N2, and pressure of oxygen, O2, which have pressures 2.2 atm and 2.5 atm respectively. So the first one says 2.2 atm, and the second one is 2.5 atm. So what's the total pressure? You just add them together. See? So that's all Dalton's law is. The pressure of each of the gas in any kind of container, in any kind of fixed volume, right? The pressure of those gases will be the total pressure of all of them. All right. So you get the answer there. I'm not giving you some answers here, so just showing you how to do this. A mixture of neon, chlorine, and nitrogen gas. So you have pressure of neon plus pressure of chlorine, diatomic, plus pressure of nitrogen has a total pressure of 2.4 atm. The partial pressure of neon and chlorine are 2.2 and 0.75 respectively. That means in the same order. So 0.2 plus 0.75 plus pressure of nitrogen here is equal to 2.4 atm. I gotta check, they're all atm, so it's good. So then basically take 2.4, subtract each of these two, atm here, and you get the pressure of nitrogen. Yeah. So that's really the law of partial pressure, guys. It's not anything complicated. It's just understanding that, hey, here's a pretty self-explanatory law of pressure here. Add up all the pressure, you get it. So now we're throwing in percentages. Number 4. 45% mole percent of O2, 55% mole percent of H2. The total pressure is 1.4 atm. What is the partial pressure of each of the two gases? What is the total partial pressure of each of the two gases? Okay, so we're looking for pressure of O2 and then pressure of H2, right? O2 is 45%. So mole of O2 is 45%, H2 is 55%. So 55% mole means 55% of the 0.14. So you basically take 0, change that for 5, times 1.4 atm, and you'll get your pressure for oxygen. Then you will take this 0.55 times 1.4 atm, and you get the pressure for H2. So the percentage, the mole percent of it, we're not going to get too much into the mole percentage, but just understand the mole percentage is the percentage of the pressure as well. Okay. So same thing here, 5% nitrogen, take 5% times 2.3. 65% times, so pressure of nitrogen is equal to 5%, which is 0.05, change the decimal, times 2.3 atm. Partial pressure of chlorine is 0.65 times 2.3 atm. And partial pressure of argon is equal to 30%, so 0.3 times 2.3 atm. And voila, you get the 3 partial pressure. And it'll add up to 2.3. That's the nice thing about that. Okay, guys, pause the videos. Remember, pause the video between each one and finish it, and then continue the next one. Don't just blindly watch through, okay? Number 6, a mixture of F2, N2. So we have pressure of F2. We have pressure of N2. Has a total of 2.4 atm. So P total is equal to 2.4 atm. PF2 is 743 torr. Oh, I see what they're doing here. Okay, my writing is getting messy here. What is the pressure? So you're looking for this. All right. So first you need to change. Remember, this is atm. This is torr. Change that torr. Change torr to atm first, and then you can subtract to get the N2. Change torr to atm. Remember, 760 torr is equal to 1 atm. So you basically divide by 760 in the end. Okay. So do that. Number 7. So HE, P of HE, and P of O2 has a total pressure, P total, 1.1 atm. Pressure of HE is 0.75, 0.75 atm. What percentage of the mixture is O2? So you first subtract it, 1.1 minus, sorry, let me move this up, 1.10 minus 0.75. Use a calculator if you don't know how to do math. 0.35. Okay. So 0.35 atm is your partial pressure of O2. It says what percentage? You just take 0.25 divided by the total, just like percent composition that we learned in the past, times 100, and you get your percentage. Okay. It's a very short and sweet lesson here. The key is that the whole total. Just add up all the pressure to get the total pressure. Okay? So, yeah, good luck, have fun, finish it. Guys, make sure you complete everything that I didn't finish. Don't just copy it and just leave it like that, blank. Make sure you know how to do this, okay? These videos are supposed to support you and not just the main source for you to copy. So, have fun.